Hey guys, how you guys doing? I am spectacular right now. I'm doing pretty good. Just out hanging out, seeing what's going on, sees who is on, and looks like nobody's on. So I am taking the advantage and coming on because it's a beautiful day outside. My uncle is coming back from his trip, and my cousin and my aunt is going to Nashville to pick him up at the airport. So everybody's kind of happy that he's coming back. His mom is doing better. She wasn't feeling too good, but today this whole week she's doing a lot better, and he figured it's okay for him to come home and just hanging out now. They all just left to the airport over in Nashville. It'll take around an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour to get there and pick them up and come back. So a couple hours, maybe around noonish, they'll come back in. But yeah, just out and about right now. Um, Roberto got me this microphone kit, so I figured I'll give it another give it another try at it and see what's going on. I don't like to give up. It wasn't working that great. I'm sorry. It wasn't working that great last night, so now I'm out trying to fine tune it, I guess you want to call it. I like change. Some people they don't like change, and they don't want to adapt to different things. Um, I don't mind as long as it's not too extreme to go into. I think the hardest part when I went to the Philippines, the hardest part was the weather was okay for me. That wasn't a problem at all. Um, yes, I did sweat like a sweat all the time, constantly. I mean, 24/7. Even sleeping. That sounds kind of funny, but yeah. Um, and then when I turn on the air conditioner, boy, at nighttime, I'm so I don't have no blankets off at the beginning, but towards the mid evening time, I'm hunting for the blankets, trying to pull them up with my feet. I mean, because my air conditioner didn't turn off at will. It turned off when I had to get up and manually turn it off. It didn't have a timer, and I wasn't accustomed to using heater. I mean, I wasn't accustomed on using the air conditioner because in Alaska we don't have air conditioners. We only have heaters. But in the mine, in the mill, we had giant fans that circulated because it got so hot in there because we in the mine in the mill we got like 2 foot foam walls to keep the cold out in the winter time. But in the summertime, it's kind of like a thermos bottle, and yeah, it maintain a certain temperature in the mill, and the hotter, the more global warming we're getting, the hotter it was starting to get. now in the summertime. And in the summertime, some places it start hitting around 70, um, yeah, 70, 80, in Fairbanks up to 90 now. So Alaska's changing. Hey, Roger, how you guys doing? I hope you guys can hear me pretty well. I can't, there's nobody on right now, so it's kind of hard to monitor if you can hear me or not. But yeah, things are going good today. Got up early and just out doing things. Hey, good morning, Michael. Hear you great. Good. Thanks, Roger. Yeah. You know, don't mind if I take advantage of the dead airspace right now because our other expats all over the globe right now that I am subscribed to, they're not on right now, so I figured just do a little testing and fine tuning. That's always a good thing. When I went to the Philippines, I noticed that I wasn't really ready for the food. It wasn't. It's my. Wait, it is mid time. Okay. Hey, Van. Yeah. So yeah, food was the biggest challenge. I had to adapt. I only had rice maybe once a month, and it was usually stir fried. Sometimes Chinese fried rice, stuff like that. I hardly never had plain rice, and that was the biggest thing to adapt was the rice, and just I wasn't used to rice for breakfast, rice for dinner. I mean, and lunch, and it was difficult to maintain every day. You only could do so much with rice, and yeah, that was the biggest problem. Um, I'm not a big fish eater. I love fish and chips. I love Alaska seafood, but the seafood that we went to in the Philippines, it was very different than my style of seafood. Pork we were pretty custom about eating pork. It's not an expensive kind of meat. Same with chicken. I think a lot of people can agree that beef is normally a more expensive choice. So we never had it, never you know really never had it except maybe for special occasions. Eggs, eggs are pretty expensive everywhere. Uh, Canned meat, we were semi accustomed to using canned meat. I'm talking about like spam, tuna fish, stuff like that. Um, we just weren't really adaptable. But when I was in Hawaii, uh, spam was used all the time, so that wasn't that bad. Get up quick. How you doing, Gun? Seems a lot of pork out there. Yeah, that's true. There is a lot of pork. Have you just gotta No beer then. Okay. Yeah. So, and just because normally we think about um, bacon, eggs for breakfast, cold cereals, toast, continental style breakfast. So yeah, it took a lot to try to change the way you're thinking about breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hey Nick, good morning to you, buddy. Yeah, just like I said today, I'm on Facebook. Good morning and good evening. Depends on the location you are that you can use it. Some people maybe good good afternoon. It's just a nice calm day. Kind of little brisk wind coming in. How you doing, Roger? Good. Just take a look at some of you guys' comments. Oh, why, man? Why you don't like spam? You used a colorful word, and I didn't mind spam. Spam was pretty cool food. I in the Philippines, spam has a whole bunch of different kinds of varieties of spam. Uh, Garlic spam, um, sweet and sour, you name it. You name it, and there's different things you can use um, with the spam. But I like Korean style spam. That was pretty good for me. I normally like spicy foods, so that spam went real good with rice. I can make my own stir fry. Yeah, if you guys feel like coming on and joining me, you're more than welcome. Come on and kick back and BS a little bit if you feel like it. I got nothing really going on today. It's just a nice day just to relax and BS with everybody. There we go. I have to check back a little bit. Yeah. I'm just talking to myself for a moment. I'm just trying to re-coordinate. When I seen Tuk Tuk and Seth out there, and there we go. And it looks like they're having a good little reunion style of hanging out with each other with everybody, and everybody was pretty happy to see him. It looked like in that group picture that they were having. It's always nice to get reacquainted with our friends that've been gone for a period of time. There you go, buddy. Uh, I wonder how Kiwi Mike is. Maybe he's still up. He's a good character. I like him a lot. He's a pretty interesting man, and He always has something interesting to say. I like to give him a hard time because he takes it so well. He doesn't go on the defensive and like upset, and he's a good man. Same with Roberto and Richard. There's a whole bunch of people here in our circle that is quite comical. Right now, I'm just sending out some links, seeing what people are doing, because it is evening time, around 10:18 p.m. So yeah, I'm just out bouncing around, seeing what everybody wants to do, and I'm just about to send. Oh, cool! That's pretty cool, Dick. Is it pretty okay? Is it pretty expensive? That was kind of funny. Um, Nick was talking about sending spam to his loved one, and we were just talking about spam. But
I used to love.
I don't know if it's cost the same. Let's say spam is pretty expensive wherever you are, in the Philippines, in Hawaii, in Anchorage. Maybe in Europe, it's also pretty expensive.
I used to love that shit as a kid. My mom used to fry it for me.
Because it lasts forever. It's been around since I think it's been around since World War One. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure you military veterans know the origin of spam, how long it's been, but it's a pretty good food to have. Okay, it's 140 in the jumbo box. Let's see. Oh yeah. Gonna go out for a walk a little bit. We're gonna go. I got grapes. I'm gonna go check out, see how they're doing, and maybe see if I got some grapes to pick. We don't have. We just have regular grapes that growing on the vines. Yeah. There we go. How you all doing out there? Quite a few people out there today, early in the morning. Out and about and seeing what's going on. Hey, Roger. I heard Roger, you should know about spam. Jumbo. Okay, there you go. Yeah, that's crazy, Roger. I heard very good spam here packages. Yeah, that's the bad part. When you guys send packages, you gotta make sure that you seal them good, because maybe they open them up and check out what you have inside, and then they could help themselves. So that's the bad part if you send in like electronics or high expensive items. because people could just go inside your properties and just help themselves to it. My brother had a spam t-shirt. uh, that's pretty funny. I take it you guys are talking about like a jumbo box when you're shipping it to the Philippines. Costs around $80. Hey Tony, good morning to you. And if you're on our area, good evening or good morning. So it all depends on you and your location. Yeah. Yes, Kevin. Okay, buddy. I wasn't. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, hard to get a little bit motivated out there. Well, not hard, but you know. Yeah, it is peaceful. Yeah, I figured I would have had a guest pop on. Don't be shy about coming on. If I can do it, everybody can do it. There we go. Not sure what everybody's out doing today. Hey, there you are, Richard. Hey, we had you come on last night. Philippine Dreams. Fire up, Big Kev. Yeah, come on, you guys. Philippine Dreams, you can hop on for a little bit if you feel like it. Richard. Hey, Richard, can you hear me pretty well today? I'm not sure how you guys is catching me today this morning. Yes, very good. I'm using my that microphone again. I don't have a headpiece to catch, so it's kind of hard to. You really can't hear yourself when I'm using his speaker system, so it's a little bit awkward.
All right. Can you hear me now, Kev? Because I don't know if you're using the Roberto system or.
It's your adventure. Good morning, Kevin. Hey, buddy. Michelle, good morning to you, buddy.
I don't know if Kev can hear me.
There we go. Oops.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah. I hooked this up a little bit better, I think. So
what were you guys talking about? Spam meat
see how
products?
it's working. It's kind of funny when you're doing this one man show, so it's a little it's not as easy. What like Seth, he makes it look easy because he could talk uh, and talk and talk, and he's quite
Yeah, he's.
quite good at it. Hey, Richard.
How you doing? Is there some kind of delay where it's coming late to you?
Okay, maybe. Okay, good. I got a couple of you guys. Hey, I appreciate the support.
Oh, there's everybody.
Hey guys, I'm just gonna jump in the hangout here and listen. I'm having problems with YouTube. If you don't mind, Kevin.
What's that?
But for some reason, my YouTube I can't hear you, so I was gonna jump in the hangout if that's okay and listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Kev can hear me or not, or if there's some kind of delay
I
or
can
something.
hear you faintly, Richard.
All right, let me see.
There you go.
Come in, come here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, very good.
Okay, I'm now I'm using my good speaker right now, but I'm using it through my Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, sorry if I'm too loud, gun term.
So hopefully, all this stuff is kind of difficult to work because I don't have a headphone jack and I'm using my speaker jack and I don't have a headphone jack going into my computer.
Mm-hmm.
But what's going on with you guys today? Richard, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's nice and sunny here. Pretty mild today. About in the mid 70s, which is a nice change. It was friggin' hot as hell yesterday, almost 90. I think it was 90, which is
There
a
we
little
go.
too hot.
Richard?
A little too hot for me yesterday. For New York, anyhow. But going to a party on Sunday, a Filipino party. Another one.
There we go. Yeah, it's just a little bit time consuming trying to work things to juggle this right now.
Yeah, a buddy of mine I used to drink with. He's
Hey, Lost, can you hear me okay? Richard?
Yeah, I hear you great. Buddy of mine called me yesterday. He goes,
I'll wait to see what
he says, "Are you going to the party?" I said, "Hell yeah." He says, "I'm going to bring some martini."
Okay, let me read what you guys are doing. Roger, I didn't do shit today. Well, Roger, where are you located at? Are you here in the U.S. or are you in the beautiful Philippines right now? I hear you, Richard, loud. Good. Gunn was saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a little bit difficult when I don't have the headset plug-in. Roberto got a little bit upset at me. He thought that I was using the computer with multiple
USB
plug-in points.
Yeah.
I have an old Surface 2 computer, and it's a little bit. I mean, it works so far so good, but when I hooked up the
Yeah.
speaker hookup.
I was
thinking about the microphone. Then it turned out to be kind of comical, I think. But
so. Did you see what Roger said? He said he's in
yeah,
Davao.
Richard, I see you talking.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Yeah.
You know, things never want to work. It's one of those things. You know what I mean? Okay, Richard, try to say something.
Oh, I just said, did you see Roger Miller said he rides his girlfriend to college and back on his motorcycle in Davao? That sounds like a fun life.
Wow, that's a pretty nice thing.
I never been to Davao, but one of my wife's good friends is from there. Actually, the party I'm going to on Sunday. She's beautiful too.
Oh,
She's a flight attendant for American Airlines, and her husband's a CPA. Very nice, good friend of mine. We act crazy though when we get together. You never know he's a CPA.
Hey, Richard, you can hear me okay right now?
Yeah, clear, no delay or anything. Yeah.
Okay. Now what I'm doing, I'm using I got a Mojo speaker. It's called a Beam. It's a little box speaker that it's wireless and it's going through my Bluetooth. And so I can hear you through there and then using
Is that like one
new
of those
microphone that Roberta got me.
I got one of those little things in the mail. My wife had it sent to me from her work. She works for a nonprofit company. It's a little Bose like Bluetooth speaker. It's pretty cool. You can take it out by the pool and stuff. Use your iPhone and stuff. It's pretty loud too.
Yeah, this isn't a Bose. Your wife works for a better company than what I can. But it's a Costco. No, yeah, it's a Costco special.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those brands that they have.
Yeah,
it was around $60 a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I
But
like
yeah,
it. Pretty cool.
I mean, if you can hear me right now, I'm tickled pink.
Oh yeah, very good.
I'm just.
Roxanne said, "Junior, can you come to the bedroom for a minute and roll me over?" I don't know who Roxanne is, but that's funny.
Who's Roxanne?
I don't know.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking at the board. So, well, there's Roberta right there. I don't know what Kevin still the tablet. It's
You know, Kev, last night I wasn't telling you to throw Roberto's gifts in the lake. I was telling you to throw your iPad in the lake.
well, it's not an iPad. It's a old Surface 2. It's like maybe the second model. I think today they got like a Surface Pro 4. I got a Surface 2. And I mean, my cousin's letting me use it, and you guys, Roberto made me feel a little bit silly, a little bit embarrassed because he thought I had a computer, and I just have this little portable tablet. Well, it's a tablet, and it has a keyboard, so I call it a computer because it has a keyboard.
Yeah.
But hey,
Maybe.
Roberto, I'm serious. I mean, if you guys can hear me good or better than before, then see, I'm almost. But I don't. There's no hookup to like one of those little cameras. What do they call what? One of those little portable webcams. Dang it! I'm sorry. Yeah. But that's okay. You know, I appreciate you trying to give me a little bit of a boost. But I mean, if you guys say I sound pretty good, then I'm happy. I just hope that I don't have. I hope this is one of those things that give me a female's voice or one of those alien sounding voices.
Yeah.
So what did you do last night, Richie? Because you got off early last night, and so everybody left me early.
Oh, you stayed on long? I thought you were kind of closing the show down. So
Well, yeah, I did, but Kiwi Mike, he left me, and I wasn't. I mean, he usually sticks with me to the end, and then we talk like a couple of times. We've been talking after the show.
yeah, it was raining like a bitch in New York, and I kept getting disconnected. I don't know what it was. My son's always playing using the Wi-Fi bandwidth. I went downstairs, got another beer, and my wife was talking with her sister who just had a baby.
Yeah.
And she was showing me something, pictures of the baby and stuff like that. So I think I came back up and I was having trouble reconnecting and stuff. I said, he's probably over with. So I didn't get back on.
Okay. But yeah, like I said, Mike just left, and I thought,
Yeah.
well, there was something else going on. But yeah, everything is going pretty good today. I just wanted to see if if we got a better connection today, because like I said, I don't like to give up on things. I like to just keep going until I can master. And until I master it, I don't like to just walk away.
Yeah. You don't give up.
There we go. So yeah, you sound better. Roger said you sound better than
you look,
Kevin. You're so right, and that's that's probably true. But I mean, you didn't have to put it so bluntly like that. Yeah. Well, I know Roger misses Alaska. He was there. I believe he was there during the 80s. That's when the Reagan eras, and that's when we were finishing up the Trans-Alaska pipeline. A lot of good money back then.
That's real men's work up there, man. That's real hard work. Real.
Well, yeah, but today they got tech IT jobs going on there.
Yeah. The fishermen and the mining and everything, and it's kind of cool. If I was a young man, I might do it, but shit, not as an old. I can't use the F word. Old dude.
Hey, yeah. Mike used some kind of language last night, and remember I was telling you about those those green dollar signs, and now they got yellow, yellow dollar signs, and those are saying like maybe they could be monetized, maybe not. It depends. And then they got the gray dollar sign, and the gray dollar signs means you're just out of luck. You're never gonna get paid, or they're never gonna monetize that, because.
How do you monetize? Do you link like sites like Macy's, Sears, Walmart's, all those things?
Well, that would be nice, but no, you gotta have
lots of subscribers,
10,000 views.
Oh, like Seth, huh? Yeah.
Well, no, 10,000 views. Not Seth has 10,000 subscribers. I'm talking about people that are viewing your work, and if you don't have 10,000 views, then you can't. They won't monetize you, for you can get ad time.
Oh, on each video.
I've been on. I hit 10,000 views. Like it didn't take me too long to get that. It was only like maybe 2 months,
Hmm.
and now I got pretty good. I'm doing like around maybe 10,000 views, maybe 15,000 a month.
Maybe you should go to like Jack Daniels or bourbon sites and try to link them.
Well,
Kind of.
well, yesterday I watched a Budweiser commercial,
Yeah.
and it was like this. Like I'm hooked up for they can. I'm hooked up with YouTube that they would give me surveys and I would answer them in my own words how what I think. And they sent me a commercial yesterday, and they wanted my opinion. Do I like the Budweiser commercial? Um, would I use it? Would I what do I think about the ad itself? And I hit good, put it on my channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they asked, would you want to use it? And I go, yeah, anything, just give it to me. But I'm just trying to do new things with YouTube, and
Yeah.
I got YouTube glasses and YouTube stickers.
Yeah. We used to drink
I'm not
cases of Budweiser when we were
but
kids.
if I can get something from them for nothing,
Mhm.
then that's the name of the game.
Yeah. Well, I think your audience is people that would drink beer or whiskey or whatever, you
Well,
know.
I think my audience is more of that kind of style of people
Hmm.
that drink Coca-Cola, use snuff, um, Copenhagen, and drink beer. And like I used to, when I was in Alaska, I drank wine,
Hmm.
and I had Mad Dog 2020. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm laughing because I didn't know anything better about wine, and
Milk
I
drinkers.
got it. It was pretty funny back then.
Yeah, you miss milk when
Go
you're in the
out.
Philippines because I guess I don't know. I didn't see too much of it there. Maybe you got it up in Manila.
What, Mad Dog 2020?
Milk. Jerry said we're milk drinkers, and
Well, Jerry, the only milk that I seen when I was in the Philippines was that New Zealand milk.
Mhm.
That milk in the one of those special kind of boxes. If you don't open it, it's good forever. But if you open it, then you gotta hurry up and use it. Alaska milk. Oh, Roger, I drink so much I drink so much in Alaska. I totally quit drinking now. That's funny. Yeah,
fresh Cabernero milk. How is that? Is the Cabernero milk good?
I never heard of it, but I'm
Carabao,
sure
Carabao.
it could be.
Hmm.
When I was in the Coast Guard in the 80s, when back then we basically lived paycheck to paycheck. So when it's payday time, when we have Budweiser and all the top beers, and then but in between,
I understand what you mean right there. On payday, we are drinking.
All right, Kevin, I'm telling the story now. Let me finish my story, and then you can tell your story, please.
You just pop on whenever you want, and you used to be with me all the time.
I know,
I know, but some people are so busy, buddy.
I
People
miss
gotta work.
Roberto.
How could I afford stuff to send you if I can't work? All right, so
Right.
think about that.
I'm not complaining, sir. Excuse me.
All right. So, anyways, get back to my story. So between paydays, we used to get these generic beers, and it's just a white can with it says beer
Oh my.
on it. Remember that black label? It says beer on it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And then we go down to the liquor store and buy the MD 2020 because they were really cheap. They were only like a couple bucks a bottle.
Oh, so you know what I was talking about Mad Dog 2020?
Yeah, I mean that's actually all the homeless guys would come in. That's what they would get.
That's bad.
Yeah,
I thought that was cheap back
it's cheap
then.
high. Yeah,
When I was a kid, we used to drink Gunther. You ever hear that shit? That was
No.
terrible. We used to pay $4.28 a case for it. We had, when we were like 14, we'd get a couple girls, get up on the hill, and we get a guy like we could drink back then. Like 18, you had to buy beer, and so we'd get a guy to go buy it for us, and we'd get a case on a Friday night, get a couple of girls, try to get them drunk, get some action, you know. Oh, what shitty beer! Terrible.
Well, it looks like there's a lot of viewers here that drank Mad Dog 2020 because I thought I was the only person that lived that way, but I'm glad to see other other people had it too.
They still sell that stuff in the stores.
Oh, I used to drink hams. That's like water. But yeah, hams and Schlitz.
Schlitz, I remember Schlitz beer. Yeah. The Tall Boys, remember those? The Tall Boys, such Tall Boys.
Well, Roger might remember this. We downtown we had beer. It was like pony beer, and they had Schlitz ponies, and it's like half the size of a regular sized beer. And they would give it. They were selling them for like 50 cents.
Schlitz will give you the shits.
I know. I read that.
But we were young. We just drank what we could get, man.
Well, can you handle the change? Well, yeah, but that change from drinking good beer. I mean, at the beginning of the month, and then at the end of the month, we're looking for quarters and dimes and nickels.
Yeah, I used to go out drinking with this friend of mine, Joe Valeni, every Friday night. We go to this little pub, Mickey's Mousetrap. Everybody used to meet there after work, and we'd get so drunk. And I remember one time we were completely out of money, and we were over at his house. He was getting his bank card. He said, "Dude," he goes, "I got like 50 or 100 bucks left on it. Let's go to the ATM and get it so we can drink more." It was crazy. We walk into his house like 1, 2 in the morning. His freaking sister sees me standing like in the foyer. It's like a split level house, and she goes, "Ah," like that. I said, "Geez, take it easy, man. We're just here to get some money." I'm not a burglar.
We had in Anchorage. We had this place called Dusty Lamore's and Swiftwater Bills. Those are big nightclubs, and they were very used a lot by the military, by the Air Force, and by the GIs, the Army guys, and they would all come on over. And we had Wednesday night was like ladies' night. Monday and Tuesday was dollar pitcher night. I mean, this was back during when we had happy hour and stuff. We had roughhouse boxing going on, mud wrestling.
Jeez.
We had a whole bunch of big things just to get the military people coming in. No cover charge for ladies' night.
Mm-hmm.
And the drinks for the ladies were half price. They were all well drinks, but yeah, those were pretty good.
I remember that. Yep.
And like I said, they were all just to get the military, because during those days, that's when the specials were going on, and we could bring them in and we used the girls to bring them in because it was just a thing to do.
Yeah, Kev, some of those ladies' nights, we'd have the girls buy us our drinks.
Oh.
Cheap. I can't say a bad word, right? What Low called me a cheap C.
Well, yeah, my brother and I, when we hit real bad, broke, at the end of the month, we would go to these clubs, and we see them putting their beer down, and we'd go up and grab their beer and walk away real fast, drinking it. And this one table caught on to it, and I drank this whole drink, and all of a sudden I felt a cigarette butt hit me in the mouth. The
Ooh.
guy got a whole brand new beer, and he put a whole cigarette inside of the beer, and then they waited for us to grab it, and we drank the whole beer, and I drank the cigarette also. So that kind of cured us from grabbing people's beers.
Mm-hmm. So how were these bars in Alaska? Were they off the hook? People breaking beer bottles over each other's heads?
No, they had good security back then because they, like I said, they were military people, so they wanted to maintain order. But we're talking about like maybe 300 people capacity, and we had live bands. Those two big bars, we had live bands, and they had like specials going on all the time. There was a Dusty L'Amour's in Hawaii, owned by the same owner. He wound up moving to Hawaii from Alaska. Then he opened up one over by the military base in Honolulu. But yeah, those were good days back then, you know. Carefree, we didn't care because we had work and stuff, and a lot of us was coming back from fishing, doing everything. That was the time that I was doing at the gold mining camp that we talked about last night. So yeah, we had things going on. It's easy when you're young to handle change. My topic for today is, can you handle the change? Sometimes, like for instance, when you go to the Philippines, if you've never been there before, we see pictures and we see fun in the sun and beautiful women on the beaches. But when you get there, there's a whole bunch of things that we don't see that, like in the pictures, they don't show, they don't broadcast homeless people, and buildings look like they just been through a tornado. So it's nice to, when you go there, for you get the sample, and then you can make the decision that you could handle the weather, you could handle the way of life, you can handle even the food. Again, what I was saying earlier in the show today, that it was difficult for me to eat rice every day, and a lot of fish and dried fish, and can you adapt to it? And at the end, yeah, I adapted to it because, that's what we had all the time, and we didn't go out. It was a luxury when we go out to the restaurant, to the mall, and we get to splurge on Jolly Bean, McDonald's. Then now we got Wendy's there. But living in the small city, you don't have those big luxuries at your demand. Roberto, when you was in the Philippines, was it pretty easy for you to adapt the heat and the climate and the food? And what
Well, he
about
lived
for
his
you,
early
Richard?
life there, so I don't think he had to adapt.
Well, you know, when you're a little kid and then you leave there for a long period of time, and then when you go back, what about you, Lost? What was it like for you?
Well, I'd only spend months at a time there, so I'm from the South, so as far as the heat goes, it wasn't too bad for me. The humidity is about the same. Grew up in Florida, so I didn't have too much problem as far as the heat goes. I'll tell you what, my first trip, which probably more than anything, was the poverty. I was really unaware of how much poverty was in the Philippines on my first trip.
And
Okay,
the thing is the people they seem happy even though they're in poverty, right? It's mind-boggling.
yeah, but they don't know any better because that's
Right.
all they have. So they don't
Yeah.
have the luxury of, if they go at one place and they live in like squatter area, and then you graduate and you move into a condo,
Yeah.
and then if you got to go back there, then it's going to be like a shock because it's kind of because you're used to one area for a long time.
Yeah, you definitely don't miss what you don't know. I mean, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
thank you.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, when I was in Cambodia, man, that was like some of the worst poverty I've ever seen. People still living in, like bamboo structured houses, no running water, nothing. And they just look as happy as can be within that area.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
must suck,
just,
You see people driving cars and houses, and then mile outside of town, people just have basically nothing.
and they're still happy. I mean, kids walking around, people going to the um, outdoor market and doing their shopping and going home. But seeing poverty, it wasn't really a big thing because I've been in some Alaska villages that everything looks the same. I mean there, and I mean some places in Alaska it looks like a third world country.
Yeah, I
And
agree with gun term.
so that kind of stuff wasn't really a big shock to me. Yeah, yeah, it makes you humble, makes you appreciate what you have, and you shouldn't complain too much compared to some people who don't have what you got, and a lot of people there would kill to have what you got. So when you complain about something, it's kind of like you're just being a little bit spoiled.
Yeah, I think the important things in life, family and having kids and good food, and they're happy, So
Yeah,
it makes people happy. I guess in America, we think material, and other Western nations, we think material possessions because it's our security. It's the way we were raised and everything, raised to work hard we think that security's in our money, but you never know. My wife, one of her, a lawyer that works at her, was out golfing and had a massive brain aneurysm. She's only like 42, passed away yesterday. So you never know. No matter how much education you have or money in the bank, security, you can have a nice family, nice house, So you might as well enjoy your life. And the Filipinos have a great outlook, Enjoy what they have. And that's what I really admire. I really admire about the Philippine culture. The one thing that irritates me, Kevin, when you were living there, did they like overcook food? Like, did your wife overcook and leave too much food out, like did not refrigerate it, and there's always flies around it and stuff? Because I noticed something. My wife's family.
we had we had one of those chest freezers. I mean refrigerators.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sometimes they would overcook, but when you got, I mean, you talk about like in the village, they really didn't overcook because there was always somebody there to eat leftovers. But when we were living in the city, when I was teaching, sometimes she would overcook, and I would tell you that it's only us. We don't have to cook too much. So yeah, a little bit, but not. She learned how to manage
Yeah.
cooking a little bit better when it was just for us.
Yeah, my wife, she's a smart woman, but she still has a tendency to overcook. Like if we go to Sam's Club or Costco or BJ's, she'll buy things in enormous quantities, and
Yeah.
she'll cook everything all at once. Like if we buy hot dogs in a 36 pack, even just for our family, and she'll cook them all at once. And I say, hon, you really don't need to cook that many hot dogs for lunch or whatever, you know. And but she does, and then she'll just put the rest in the freezer. Say, oh, you guys can eat them for lunch or whatever. But that's like, who in hell wants to eat that many hot dogs, you know? But yeah, I was at a party last weekend.
You know, your wife is probably glaring at you right now. So
Well, she's at work, but
okay. She's
no,
trying to help.
I tell her, you know, I don't talk smack about her. I tell her these things, and she'll disagree with me as strongly as I believe in my opinion. But I got there, and I went. They generally don't like a shrimp cocktail, which is like boiled shrimp on ice. And they had this giant shrimp cocktail there, so I love that. I went over to dip it in the cocktail sauce, and it was out like at a picnic area. And I put it in my mouth, and it tasted bad, so I didn't know what to do. I just went over and took it out. I didn't want to get sick or anything, you know. I don't.
Well, yeah, when it comes to seafood, you really gotta make sure you cook it, and you, if you're not gonna use it, you gotta put it in the refrigerator.
Yes. I tell my wife, I said, you Filipinos really got strong immune systems or something, because you guys can leave food out for days and everything and eat it, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
When is the Powerball drawing? Kevin should buy one of them tickets. It's
Hey, buddy, hey, Richard.
Yeah.
Your microphone is very choppy.
Oh, this damn thing. I should order a thing from Shure from Amazon. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to bounce out of here.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, Rich, Roberto, did you come back to us? Or did you go off do something?
I guess he's working.
Yeah, well, yeah. Maybe he went in early today. He usually goes in around after lunchtime or mid-lunchtime. Yeah, so you didn't have to adjust too much when you said that, because you was talking about the weather.
Yeah, for me, originally from southern Louisiana, grew up in Florida, so humidity is fine for me. And I didn't live there. I was, only vacation. So I was only there for, like a month and a half.
And were you in the city, or were you in like in the countryside?
The Philippines?
Yeah, for that month.
Oh, yeah, no, I bounced around the country visiting everywhere. So I've been to many parts of the country. I don't want to stay about a week in a spot and then move on and see something else. I traveled. I wasn't an
Did you have the urge to have air conditioned 24/7?
Even now in my life, like I've always been, I just like it when I sleep. I don't really care like during the day or whatever. I can sweat all day. It don't matter to me. I just want it when I sleep.
Yeah, as long as we got one of those big propeller fans, I like that. I adapted to that, but just the air con all the time, I don't like that too much.
It also makes me feel bad if I'm like super hot all day long and I jump into a really cold room. It kind of makes me feel a little yucky.
Yeah. So yeah, the poverty was that. I mean, like I said, but when I seen, remember when I was a boy, that he had that Sally Struthers commercials about feed the children, and have you seen this little child Lucy, and $1 will feed her for like a month. You know, when I was in the Philippines, I was looking for that little Lucy girl, and I never seen like that picture that little girl was supposed to be living in. I thought maybe it was a little bit more like Hollywood, overdoing it a little bit. But I'm sure they have those places in the Philippines, but I think it's in like the big, like in Manila, of that kind of poverty. But I didn't really see it when I was in the Philippines.
No, I didn't see necessarily like people like living on the, I mean, in like Cambodia, for example, and they're just living in, bamboo style houses, whatever. They don't see that. But I was just, because when I was doing my research, I was just going there for, vacation, good long vacation. And, I'm looking at, beaches and, party places, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And then, so when I go there, I expected poverty, but it was a little more than what I thought because I'd been to other Southeast and Asian countries, and I just recently have been to Thailand. Then I went to the Philippines, so I was kind of expecting the Philippines to be a little more in the same wavelength of the Philippines.
Okay. When I was in Hong Kong, I seen parts of Hong Kong, in the older part of Hong Kong, that there was like homeless people and all these things that I didn't expect, because I seen Hong Kong from the air. The airport was wonderful, nice, modernized, but when I went to some parts of Hong Kong, it was a little bit shocking, just because I didn't expect it, because it's such a rich um, country that you see in the movies and on the pictures. But being in there, roaming around, I think all cities, major cities all over the world, they do have their places that they show you to sell, but they don't show some places because they're like like the bad part of town. So every city has their own like secrets. Hey Gypsy, how you doing today? Okay. You didn't see three homeless, okay, people in Japan from traveling through Tokyo. Yeah. Well, Japan, Korea, in the subways at nighttime, there's a lot of homeless people that go there, in Seoul. Yeah, like I said, everybody has their shady part of town, wherever you go, and people might not people might not admit it, but yeah, it's there. Everybody has it. It's just how like some people don't want to embrace it. Some people do embrace. How you doing, Jerry, today? Video freedom. I know you're not the real one, but still. Yeah. Huh. I think Richard went to get off so he could readjust his microphone. Hope he's doing okay still. Downstairs here, I have air conditioning in my room, but I just closed the vents. I'm not very keen on having cold air blowing in here. There you go, Richard. Is that any better? Hey, buddy, how you doing? Fake it, fake it. What's going on today? Sorry about that. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you're doing good. How am I? I'm doing pretty well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? What's going on in your neighborhood? There we go. Yeah, Norwegian polar bear. How you doing, man? Nice to see you here. Yeah, you're always Norwegian polar. Happy to see. Oh, okay, Richard. I heard a voice, but I wasn't sure where it was coming from.
Is it better now?
Yeah,
Heinrich Himmler.
You're doing good.
Is that hello by any chance? I know he talks German.
Well, he pops in and out all over the internet. I see them popping up. So yeah, everything is going pretty good. Not too bad. Just
Oh man.
What's that?
These guys in the chat are just funny guys. I think in this world, there's people are too serious today, aren't they? They can't laugh. Oops, Mikey 550 is here, and he's saying like fart and stuff and fudge instead of, he's making it a PG room.
I don't think we're gonna ever have a PG room, but
Yeah.
Good morning, Mikey 550. How you guys doing today? It's a fine looking day today. Out, birds are chirping.
It's also known as Hump Day, right? Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah, Hump Day.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, yeah, it's a hump day and you get to go out. If you want to do a little bit of that, I guess you can do that also. Favorite food in the Philippines is eggplant. Are you talking about eggplant that you dip it in egg and flour and then you fry it up? Yeah, that's the way I like it. I like having eggplant that style. But I thought you were talking about like eggplant parmesan.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
That's really good.
with a nice Italian dressing and some Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Italians do
it
it
even
several
tastes
ways.
pretty good when it's breaded. So
Uh, Sometimes Italians like pan fry it, slice it real thin. They roll it up so it's like a cannoli. And then they put ricotta cheese inside of it. Oh, it's really good. Yeah, and put sauce all over it. Oh man, I love Italian food.
yeah, Italian, Mexican,
Oh yeah,
Chinese.
as long as
That's
you're not
all
eating,
good.
as long as you're not eating cat and that show power, right? Cat meat.
Well, heck, you just don't ask questions and you just go all out and just take it. Hopefully, it's not cat. I mean, be bad when you bite into it and bite into the meat and you have a cat
Yeah.
claw.
Oh yeah, quarter pounder with cheese and fries. Roger says, yeah,
Well,
I used-
that sounds nice too.
yeah. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Yeah, everything is pretty good. But if you could adapt, if you could change, is eating rice your thing 24/7, or monsoon season, typhoon season?
I don't like really plain rice unless it's got something on it. But I do like garlic fried rice in the morning
Yeah,
with eggs and the bacon and sausage. That's good.
Chinese fried rice.
Yeah. Where's
Yeah,
Jerry?
I can handle that.
I don't see Jerry Cardanian. Why is people picking on Jerry?
I don't know. What are they saying? Hey, you guys leave Jerry alone. He's my friend.
Yeah, Jerry's a good guy.
Jerry was here earlier, and
Yeah.
he just popped in and popped back out.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick, what's going on with you, buddy? There was a Chinese hair got caught with a dog.
Yeah, Jerry's a cool guy. I've listened to a playback of that show. One of the shows, Jerry lit into to somebody. Oh, I think it was Peter. Oh, it was good.
Why?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
No, it was one of your shows, your former shows. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think John Doe too. Him and John Doe had a little bit of a spat, but Jerry's cool. You know, he doesn't take anything to heart or anything. You know, he just has
No,
difference of opinion. You know.
he's pretty laxy daisy.
Where's John Doe from? He usually comes in. Is he like from Long Island?
I really, I
You don't know?
I didn't pay attention where he was from. Psychosis is here.
Yeah.
What's going on in your neighborhood, buddy?
Oh, pork buns, barbecued. Yeah. No, that's good. Shopow. Yeah. Well, sometimes people say you got to be careful what's inside of the shopow.
Well, sometimes I kind of do wonder.
My wife
What's
makes
all
it.
in? I recognize the eggs, so I know sometimes they put a big egg inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
But some of that other stuff, I'm not really sure what it is. But I
Yeah.
just eat it and I just hope for the best.
Yeah, my wife the other day we bought longanisa, which I really like. It's kind of a smoky sweet Filipino sausage at the Asian store. I like that with garlic rice and eggs too. And I told her, I said, you know, you don't know what these Chinese are putting in this stuff. So I said, she can make sausage. So I said, we got to get like a sausage machine to make that, you know? And she said, good. She goes, buy me one, you know?
Yeah, in Alaska, we have a very big Asian grocery store.
Yeah.
And you can buy all that stuff, siopao and jackfruit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It costs a little bit more.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a good sized Asian store where you live?
Oh yeah, we got a couple of them. I'm like 3/4 German, so I'd really love like the German brats too, and oh, they're delicious. My wife even learned to make them, and with sauerkraut like my mom used to make. A lot of people don't like sauerkraut, but they use that canned shit you get at the market, which is horrible. You know?
Yeah.
It's not me. You probably know how to make it since you're your cook. You know?
Well, you know, sauerkraut and kimchi are almost identical.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're both the both is used as a preservative.
Mikey 550. I mix dog, cat, rat, siopao, however you say it.
And I can't wait to have some from you when you make it again.
Yeah.
Well, he must live in a nice neighborhood, because if he can get all three of those, and you know, sometimes it's not easy to get a rat and you just have rat and dog. But if you can get the cat and mix them all three together, that's a pretty good combination.
I bet you Mikey knows how to talk in Visayan.
You know, if you can get a cat that ate the rat and a dog that ate the cat, then really you don't really have to get all three, because you already got them all.
Yeah. Aryan German sausage.
That's enough of that bull stuff. Yeah, German sausage is pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
I give it
Put it on a nice roll, like with some sauerkraut. It's made right.
Yeah.
Oh, you really? Let me get one
of
of my acoustic guitars, all right? Because in order to, or I could plug in my electric, and I hope it doesn't destroy your ears, but I have to turn my mic off if Kevin allows me.
Well, you want to play a song?
I don't want to play a song because it might be a copyright infringement, but I'll play some licks or whatever.
Okay,
you know?
Well, don't play it. And I get shut down because of your musical intentions.
Yeah, that's what I don't want to do. But I can't keep this interface I have only has like either mic or guitar. So
okay.
It might.
Hey, you guys.
If you're wearing headphones, I'm warning you, it might be very loud.
Donna's here. I'd like to say good morning to her.
I hope it doesn't hurt your ears.
Well, hopefully you're not going to just blare it like Little Richard would. Or Stevie Ray.
This is my Van Halen guitar, so it's not my Strat, so it's like a Les Paul, but
well, you can do it all the way up to 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you got to stop.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be weird because I won't be able to talk here. I got to get to the interface thing here. Let's see. Got to turn my mic off.
So, Donna, what's going on with you today? Wow, that's a strong word, Mikey 550. What's wrong with Van Halen? Besides the old mouth. They still got it. Oh, Psychosis, you also. I like Diamond Dave. I thought he was pretty good back then. Ha ha ha! Van Halen is great, Mikey 550. You, wow. Well, that was pretty impressive. You like Swedish meatballs? Everybody likes Swedish meatballs. Jump, that song sucks. Come on. Richard can jam. Running with the devil. Huh. Hey, Richard, they want to know if you played in the Philippines at a club sometimes. Yeah, Richard, that's not too bad, buddy. My wife's uncle. Cool. That's one for that's pretty good. Freebird, huh? I'm still a stoner. No, that was so bad because he missed all this. Stairway to Heaven. Well, that's not nice. Hey, Gary, that's Richard playing a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Rolling Stone. Richard, no. Any monkeys? Richard, you know anything about the monkeys? Play some Guns N' Roses. What? Puff, puff, give. Play some of that. Well, that's enough of that shit. You know, I almost started getting nosebleed. Yeah, that was pretty good. Puff, puff, pass, huh? Just say no, you guys. That stuff is.
I don't want to get in trouble with any kind of copyright infringement.
Are you ready to turn you in, too?
Uh-oh. Well, it's your channel that's going to suffer, man, not me.
Well, I said I was going. I wasn't, you know. Yeah. This is my day.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to come in. Roger even liked it, buddy.
No, that was shitty. No, that was actually shitty. I was just screwing around. What the hell?
I didn't want to say nothing, but yeah, you're right. But I was just keeping my tongue. Well, I don't want to get you all angry and stuff, and then
No, I wouldn't get angry. If it sucks, it sucks.
make you play some more. And
Yeah, what
are you gonna
change the Philippines? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I wish I could. I'm gonna do it probably for fun when I get to the Philippines with my wife's uncle. He's got like a show band. His wife was beautiful, and I guess she's like 40 now, but he still tours around Asia, goes to Singapore, even to the Middle East to tour.
Cool.
But he plays in all the big hotels and whatever, in the casinos in the Philippines, and I like to do it just for fun, you know. I don't need the money for playing. It's fun. I love music.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you know, music can put you in a place to get away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good job, buddy. Thanks. Thanks for giving us little.
No, thank you, Psychosis. I don't want no lady boys. No, no, no. No, I don't get any pussy other than my wife. I mean, I love my wife. I'm very blessed with her. I'm very happy with my wife.
Yeah.
When I was a single man, it was different, but yeah.
Well, those single days.
I don't want to get in trouble like Kevin did. I don't
Oh,
want
come on. Why you got to bring me into your picture?
to.
You're doing so good. But we hit the 2-hour mark. So I just wanted to come on and wanted to hang out with you guys for a little while and say what's going on and just have a good time. But right now, Kevin has never.
You're right.
That's not true. That's not true.
So what's going on with Sentai 7? I haven't seen any new videos lately. Anybody know what's going on with Ren and
Right, he was on. Remember that black man that I had on my show maybe a week or two ago?
Yeah.
Well, he was on, Sentai 7 was on his show yesterday. He had a decent show, matter of fact.
Is he a missionary or something, the black guy? What's his name? The black man?
He could be, but I'm not.
Mhm.
He does a lot of, helping out people with his time and money.
He seems
and
like
stuff.
a nice guy. Yeah. Seems like a real nice guy.
I think it was.
He said the N-word.
Black men in the Philippines. Something like that.
You know, Psychosis, one of my wife's uncles, they love basketball in the Philippines. And one of my wife's uncles said the N-word to me when I was in the Philippines. I couldn't believe it. I said, where did you hear that word? I said, that's derogatory. I told him, you shouldn't say that. And he goes, what are you talking about? We're in the Philippines. I said, okay, whatever.
No, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it was coming out of his mouth,
Well, because there's not that many there, and maybe people think that it's okay to talk like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I know they love the NBA there too. I mean, that's when, and it was in April, like when the playoffs are going on and stuff. They're glued to it, man, day and night. He said the N-word, but he was kind of laughing about it. Maybe he heard somebody else say it. Kids today, they go around calling each other it. They think they're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hear it from I think American movies, and they think it's kind of a cool fling. They don't realize it's a bad word.
Right.
Well, you're not going to do it too often if you're in a crowd of black people. You're never going to do that again. So.
Yeah.
Like I said, that word's not a very popular word. Yeah, yesterday I was on Black American Expat. That's what I was talking about, Richard. And
Black American
he's having a pretty good show. He was having around 30, right around 36 people yesterday on his show, and
yeah,
here's a link, and he's Black American Expat, and he's a pretty good guy, and his topic, he has different topics, and he has lots of interesting guests on. Sentai 7 was on there yesterday.
Oh,
yeah, he's been almost having Black American Expat been having a show almost every day, so he has quite a bit of following already. He has over 1,000 people following him.
So whereabouts is he? Up in Manila?
I never asked him the other day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
probably in Cebu. I don't know.
I don't think so. I thought I heard him talking about some of the people up in Manila. So wasn't he talking about Peter Vanderveer too, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he mentioned them.
So I think he is up in that Luzon, up that way.
Okay. But yeah, he's on quite a bit. He's got a pretty good stable channel. Go check it out if you guys are doing anything during the day. I liked it. Well, that's my plug for the day. We had pretty good music from Richard, giving us
Nah, it wasn't. It was
a little
just
bit of musical talent.
I forget one of the guys in the room asked me to play a few minutes just to break up the monotony, and I did. So
Yeah.
it wasn't that good, really, to be honest with you.
Well, it was better than what was being played. So
I think Fake
enjoyed
It asked me. Fake It asked me. So
There
yeah.
you go, buddy. Yeah. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. It's two hours already, and I really just wanted to come on and try to monkey with this microphone that we got. Again, from what I understand, it sounds pretty good, and I'm very grateful that Roberto, give me send some equipment my way, and seriously, because
Mikey really.
huh?
Mikey 550 was talking to Psychosis, and he goes, "My ex came to the States her first day at work. She came home and asked me if the black women speak English." Well, they got their own language, right? Yeah.
Oh my! Well, Mikey 550, you must have been the talk of the town. Hey, I know a lot of good black people out there. I know a lot of good white people,
Me
and I
too.
know a lot of good Hispanic, Filipino,
Mhm.
German. There's a lot of good people in all of us. Just hang out with good people. Who cares what they look like? As long as they treat you good and everything is good, respect. I don't care what people's race is.
Me either.
Just
Care less.
as long as you can get respect, I'm happy.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
people don't care where people are from. I think the media drums up all that BS.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or hate people and they just want to cause problems, chaos, and anarchy. But people in general, shit. Wait, I don't think they really do care.
Mhm.
All right, Richard. Mr. Lost in time.
What
I
happened
thank
to
you guys
Roberto?
for coming out and hanging out with me. I'm glad I got some good feedback from my microphone. Hopefully it's gonna. I do got this wireless speaker that I'm using, but so far it's working out pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna have anything going on tonight. I think I'm just gonna do maybe a show during the day, then one at night. Like the opposite. Try to stagger it a little bit. Too. I'm not gonna have a show when some other people are on the show. I'm gonna wait, give them some courtesy.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm out of here.
Oh, you're leaving.
Thanks for coming, Lost. Thanks for coming on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
On for the
All right, guys. Have a good day.
series of
Evening, wherever you are. Yeah.
So I'm Psychosis. Have a good day. Oh, fake it, Donna. Mikey 550. You guys stay hungry. Stay thirsty, like our
Like our friend.
Hey, wait, there's John Doe. How you doing, buddy? A little bit farther up, I noticed. Roger, thanks for coming by. You know, it's always a good day. Oh, Jerry, thanks for coming by also, buddy. I don't want to leave out. We have our gun term was here.
Yeah,
Shit.
full house.
Gary, Body 5. Oh, I'm sorry. Nick in UK was here. He's been coming out pretty often. So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out.
Take
I'm
care.
out of here, and I'm not gonna keep talking because hey, Jerry, how you doing, man?
Before
Philippine life.
oh man.
All right, enjoy your kitty cat. Huh?
Don't let it near a Chinese restaurant. Keep it away from them.
Well, our dog. I mean,
Or
at
dogs.
a Korean restaurant. You know, if you find a trash bag with a bunch of dog collars and cat collars, and you're out looking for your Fifi, well, maybe not. All right, you guys. Hey, Roberto, I'll talk to you later on, buddy. Again, thank you for your piece of hardware that I'm trying to figure it out. And I'll talk to you guys at another moment of time. All right,
Have a
guys.
nap.
All right, buddy. Oh, heck. So